there in a wheelchair, and I could just remember my eyes were just full of water, but I could sort of see my mum. Just like they were just half open, sort of. They were just quivering. My whole body was quivering. I think I'd actually had a sort of panic attack sort of reaction to how it happened. But yeah, I do feel really bad for them having to get an ambulance because it was just so unnecessary. Like,
I remember when we saw your mum. So we came round like to see you in the wheelchair, and we saw your mum come to school. We were like, we're so sorry, like he's. And I remember your mum saying, like he's just been a big baby. And I thought, fair enough.
Yeah. Well, mums know you best, isn't it? And looking back on it, I actually think like where it caught me, I sort of, as I started to feel a bit like funny when I was kneeling down on the field, I actually started to just go into a state of panic. I think this is what's happened, and that just coincided and just did not bring up a good cocktail of anything. It was just.
I remember, so by this point lessons had started because it was lunch. And then it went to lessons. So I remember I went into chemistry like half an hour late.
Yeah.
I remember everyone being like, "Oh my god, what's happened? What's happened?" I didn't really want to say you got knocked out by a stick. So I thought, he probably doesn't want everyone to know.
So like a pussy.
Yeah, so I said you had a fight with like Mr. Samuel or something.
One punch.
No. And quickly going back to PE, do you remember Mr. Southall? Classic
lessons. Quiet year 9.
Quiet
year 9. Quiet year 9.
I remember one time we had a lesson. It wasn't in the PE rooms, it was in the languages room. I don't know why. Which just automatically makes it more hyper.
Football. Football. That was what, yes.
Yeah. And so we're just like doing theory lesson. And then I think it was Ollie Clark. Ollie Clark just shouts, "All in favour of football, say aye." And
every boy
just goes, "Aye." I remember Southall's face was just like
stone cold, just rage.
He was stone cold Steve Austin. Just
I don't think I've ever actually seen a man more angry.
It's his haircut as well. He had the like the classic like 2000 and I don't know like 7 like
the classic
teenage
the classic it's like, male teacher just
it's like a little bad boy mohawk.
Talking of classic teachers, not that it's expected. So my cousin Sam, mate, he's bloody been mentioned twice now. So basically, one of his mates, he goes to an all-boys school. One of his mates in one of his online lessons is in a lesson, and his teacher goes to share his screen, and this video starts.
Oh no!
There's an advert for porn from a teacher. No joke.
What does the teacher say?
I think I can't remember what the video Sam sent me. He was like, "Oh, that is quite possibly the worst thing that could have happened." I think one advert came up before, and the teacher just tried to play it off like, "Brilliant, thank you, whoever's sharing the screen." It was obviously him, but he just thought, and then it came up again, and it was like, that is quite possibly the worst thing that could have happened. And when Sam sent it to me, I was like, oh my days.
That's so funny. No. That's not. Do you remember our first geography one? It's nowhere near as bad as that. But do you remember? It's basically they combined both geography classes, so we're in different geography classes. They combined the two. There's 30 people, maybe. Yeah. So the first online lesson like ever we'd ever done. Yeah. And we're coming to the end, and some video just pops up of this random guy that no one knows who he is. Like, never seen him before. And I can't. What was he speaking about? I can't remember. I can't remember what he was speaking about.
Philosophy or something. He just randomly started in the corner like, okay, so now we're going to learn about the Christian belief and what happens at Christmas Day. And we just who was this chap who's just showed up?
And as well, I remember they're doing the register, and because we'd never done it before,
Yeah.
I didn't know. Well, my mic didn't work.
Yeah.
Because it's the first time I'd done it, I didn't know how to correct it. So I remember them going through the register and then being like, Morgan Jones. Me literally being like, yep, here, miss. They're like, why can't no one hear me? And then I realised my mic was just like not working.
So I had to. Yeah. I was there, like, because the first ever online lesson, everyone's a bit like, oh my God, I can't talk. I could not be the first person to talk out of turn. Because obviously, answer the register, first person to talk. Like, if I had said, Morgan isn't here at the minute, but that would have been the first person to talk out of turn. Literally, I remember it was like, oh, my palms were sweating. Like, my feet was such a big thing. Like, I was so nervous. And then I plucked up the courage, unmuted. Morgan's mic isn't working at the minute, but he is here, and hopefully he'll be back in. And literally unmuted, I was like, I've got to regroup.
Yes.
Because it wasn't it, at the start of the online lesson. It's just such a big thing.
Yeah, well, to be fair, though, I'm one of them people in online lessons who, unless the teacher specifically asks me, I'm just radio silent the whole lesson.
In online lessons, there's no in between. You speak or you don't speak until you're asked to.
And there's the people who carry the lessons. Like in history, there's like 5 people.
Shout out Ollie Cook, maths group. That's my guy.
They literally carry the lesson.
Yeah.
And it's like anyone going to put their hand up, and you see the person putting their hand up, and you're just like, yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just class. And then we had a BTEC sport lesson on yesterday, and Mr. Turton's like, hopefully we could do next lessons with cameras on, and there's just dead silence. We're just like, that will never be happening. Ever. Just no. And why is there in teams now some self-proclaimed, like, the royalty of the teachers, like, wait in the waiting room till someone lets you in? Wait in the waiting room. I'm trying to learn. I'm not at the doctor's surgery. Like, someone should let you in the meeting soon. Like, what else am I going to do in the meeting? Try and bomb the lesson? No.
You probably would.
Oh, yeah, because I'm reckless. Obviously. And from the intro episode, the people know I'm reckless.
That's true.
Just a lad.
And then a couple of people in our year had funny nicknames. I remember specifically there was it was either Gibbo or Mr. Eden.
Yeah.
And there was an idea of starting a cricket team.
Yeah.
So we were in like top set PE because we're top set, aren't we?
Yeah.
Bloody stallions.
Just lads.
So we're all sat there, and he's like, right, lads, like, I'm thinking of starting a cricket team. Like, who's interested? And one lad, no names mentioned, but people listening will know who I'm on about. He goes, oh, I like cricket, sir.
You're in. Top order. He's opening. Get him in.
I swear, for like the next year, every PE lesson
just got violated.
Like, we'd just be playing football or whatever, and someone would go up to him and be like, oh, I like cricket, sir.
He just got violated. Absolutely violated. And I hope, because there was another chap as well who started a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And he had some great intros.
Quad feed.
He just got violated for his intros. So I hope that doesn't happen to us, to be honest.
No. Talking about that YouTube, we'll call him Quad Feed. We'll call
him Quad Feed. Keep it undisclosed.
Yeah. In year 7, do you remember, we were all playing on the field. I think we were playing football. And he had a packet of tissues, which someone stole from him. He wasn't very happy about this.
Riot.
So he turns around and shouts across the field, "Give me back my fucking tissues!" Everyone turns around, and the head of, like, it was called On Call or our school, but it's basically like isolation. Yeah,
he didn't quite grasp the teacher radar.
Yeah, so the head of isolation is basically stood right behind him, and he just goes
burning in the back of the head. Like,
he's just like,
how dare you?
Just like, get to on call now. And he got sent for the whole of lunch. I just remember it was so funny.
It's just such a legend. That happens, doesn't it, when you say a profanity word and a teacher's there, just like you on the German trip. Was it Miss Evans? Something occurred, and
it was
out of Morgan's mouth. Go on.
I know it wasn't swearing; it was hand gestures. Yeah, so I'll explain. We went on a school trip to Germany, and there was, you know how there's like a group of teachers.
Yeah. The hand gestures was followed up by swearing, wasn't it? I swear, because you did the hand gestures, and she was like, "Morgan." You were like, "Oh shit, shit indeed."
Yeah. So there was this one teacher. I can't remember what she taught, but we didn't have her as a teacher. I don't think.
No.
She was the biggest bitch on this trip. Like just annoying.
Yeah.
So we're staying in this like German like hostel thing.
She's that teacher who nobody likes. She has no relevance to going on the trip, but somehow she's invited. Yeah. Why are you here? What allows you to be here? Yeah, but go on.
So yeah, one evening, I'm walking back up to the room with Ethan, and I say to Ethan, that teacher was walking in front of us. So I said to him, watch this, Ethan. So with her back turned to me, I'm giving her the birds, the two fingers, go, and then I look up the corner, I can see the other teacher on the trip stood there, Miss Evans, and she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and I just went, "Oh shit!" like you said, Miss Evans just went, "Oh shit." She was sound about it, to be fair, because she was just like, "Oh, don't do it again."
Exactly. And,
that was that.
And you basically shit yourself. Yeah, although you couldn't because your toilet got broke.
Yeah, our toilet did get broke. I remember.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so there's three of us in the room, me, Ethan, and Bo. And one night, Bo goes into the toilet, and I swear to God, he's in there for like 40 minutes to an hour. What he was doing in there, I don't know. I don't want to. He said it was constipation. But anyway, he comes out of the toilet just holding the toilet seat.
I broke it.
It's like, I broke it. And we was like, great.
Such a legend.
On the, I remember on the German trip as well, we went to this like swimming pool.
Yeah.
It's basically just like your standard swimming pool with like a little slide.
Yeah.
But there was also this like water feature. It was like diagonal. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And so everyone was like, it was quite high, so people would be sliding down.
It's like SAS Who Dares Wins to get back up.
Yeah. But then so some people would be at the top sliding down, but then the people at the bottom would like try and get a lift up.
Yep.
There was this one kid who was on the trip. He was quite large, and he was at the top. And I can't remember who it was. Someone lifted him up and head first shoved him down. So he goes flying down the air, down this like ramp, head first into the water. And everyone thinks, "Oh my God!" Like, and then he just emerges from the water and just screams, starts crying because he smacked his head on the floor. And I remember just being like,
"Poor guy." Oh, and all the German people there. Nein, my Kinder, they're screaming. No, what is going on? Just absolute calamity. But yeah, year 9, German as well. Not just year 9. The classes, my class anyway, was just carnage. Because this whole episode seems to be about carnage. But that's what we've got. We've just got some absolute carnage anecdotes. Literally just... We had some good times. Anyway, German, year 9 and 10. Mrs. French, me, Bo, Lewis, Sophie Miller, Emily Harrison, Lucas, Dom, lad. It was classic. And there's just one lesson. We're learning about the history of Berlin.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're learning about la-di-da-di-da. Gets to the end of the lesson. Our teacher's got a bit of an accent. She's got a bit of an accent, Mrs. French.
she was like half German, half Portuguese.
She could learn like every language. She could teach every language, couldn't she?
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.